growing up in Sweden, how aware were you of Ted? I know you were aware of the Swedish NHL players, but when did you really get to know about his legacy? Was it when you became a Red Wing?
Yeah, I think mostly when I got over here, or when I got drafted by the Wings. But definitely when you got over here, and it didn't take long until he came up and introduced himself, and you know, that was kind of the guy he was, and you know, he kept doing that throughout my career.
To wear the C on your sweater, he did as well. Everyone carries something different when you wear that letter on your sweater. What did he do that made him unique in your eyes?
Well, I think just you know, he saw everyone. I think that was the cool thing with Ted. Like, he didn't matter who you really were. He really touched a lot of people, and you know, the way he played on the ice too. Wasn't the biggest guy, but you know, he played pretty rough and pretty much a complete player. You know, he had good offense, but he was you know, good on defense too. So, and then he wasn't afraid to throw the hands around either.
Do you have a favorite anecdote or memory or something, interactions with him that stands out?
Yeah, there was a few. You know, I think we, you know, because I've been here for quite a while, spent some time with him, and you know, and his wife Joanne, and the one hockey-wise was probably my last game at the Joe, my 1000 game, when he presented the gift from NHL, and that was very special. You know, that picture is blown up both in my home and in my mom and dad's home back home in Sweden. So that was a cool memory. Thing with Ted, when he never called on my cell, he always called my landline, and every time he did that, you know, I wasn't the first to answer, but Emma answered, my wife, a few times too, and you know, they just kept talking, and all of a sudden Joanne came on the phone, and Emma and Joanne was talking, and in the end I got a chance to speak with Ted. So it's but we every time it rings at home, we know it's either Emma's mom or dad, or my mom or dad, or it was Ted. You know, that's basically who were the only ones that called on the landline. So, but I think, you know, he over the years we got closer and closer, and you know, I think he meant a lot. You know, just coming down in the locker room too. You know, those the moments, the chats you had, and he was so involved in the team. He always knew what was going on, and if you need a little confidence boost, he was there for you. And with all the guys, you know, that's the, you know, all the rookies that came in, and just to see Ted walking in the room, and you know, when he went over and introduced himself, and the look in their face when he walked away was pretty cool.
This is so abnormal for all of us because we don't walk out of funerals or visitations and then step in front of cameras, but here you are doing that. I mean, how tough is today? How tough was Monday finding the news out, and what have your emotions been like throughout the week?
Yeah, it was tough. You know, we know that you know, his health was bad in the end. So but you never want to get that news. So it was tough. Obviously, this is a special weekend, you know, for his family and everyone that's going to be part of it. And but it is for, you know, we were celebrating a legend, you know, a true gentleman, and he will be missed.
This is an example a sports figure can have an impact in the community beyond being an athlete.
Yes, and I think Ted was probably the one that encouraged me the most to do the work in the community and charity work, and all the stuff he has done here in you know, in Detroit, and for autism, and you know, is a true role model for everyone.
Henrik, when you were going through some of the trials and tribulations with your back, was Ted, did you lean on him a little bit? Did he offer encouragement? What was that relationship like?
Well, Ted was actually one of the first people to call to New York when I had my surgery, and called my wife Emma and asked how Henrik is, and Emma said, well, he hasn't woke up yet, so I don't really know. But just that, you know, took his time to 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 make that call, and so again, like, just to have him around, and been through so much himself, and back in the day when he stood up for the players, and no one that plays now and would played the last 20 years would have the life and the luxury we have if it weren't for Ted.
Just want to go in details. How often will you call your house?
I
How
think.
often did you talk?
Well, we talked. It was mostly when he wasn't around here. He went down to Florida a little bit, and if we haven't seen each other for a while, he made that call, and it was it was a cool friendship to have. It was a little different, and it's something that I will never forget.
It was the pregame ceremony at the Joe. The last game was your 1000th NHL game. He gave you the gift from the league.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the gift was?
Well, it's that I don't even know what to call it in English, but the trophy 1000 game.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Is it crystal, right? Or
Yes,
glass?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Good seeing you, man.
Yeah, you too.